Welcome to Urban Pop Culture with Abdel Russell. This will be a new show on the Abdel Russell Experience podcast, where we explore the influence of urban pop culture through music, fashion, and business. I'm sure many of you have never heard the term urban pop culture before. I created the term urban pop culture around 2010 when I initially launched MVB TV. MVB TV was defined as urban pop culture television. And if you're familiar with the original definition of culture, it is anything having to do with food, dance, music, and art. Throw the word urban in the mix, and you have anything that has to do with the inner city revolving around those four things that make up the definition of culture. In the first episode of Urban Pop Culture with Abdel Russell, I'm going to break up the episode in two parts. The second part of the episode will focus on music, in particular the music genre of hip-hop. I want to dive into how this genre shaped my perspective growing up in Brooklyn, New York during the 1990s and how it continues to shape culture around the world. But the first part of the episode I want to dive into immediately. It has something to do with what sits at the heart of hip-hop culture, which is competition, conversation, and conflict. In this part of the first episode of Urban Pop Culture, we're talking about the current back and forth between 50 Cent and T.I. But this is not just about two artists trading words or going at one another. What we're really exploring is the role that rivalries and verbal sparring have always played in hip-hop, how these moments energize the culture, and how they often turn into serious business opportunities in the music industry. So let's get into how it all started. Current 50 Cent versus T.I. situation. Not many people are aware that the tension between the two artists, 50 Cent and T.I., is not brand new. I can remember years ago around the pandemic time when the versus battles came about, T.I. repeatedly challenged 50 to a versus battle, and we all thought that this was going to manifest, but it did not. That rivalry, believe it or not, simmered for a long time in the background for years. But in early 2026, the situation reignited and actually escalated very quickly. I'm not sure if this was on purpose, if somebody had a new business venture they was going to roll out, but you can see that the festering of this old versus battle was taking on a new shape. Anyway, the modern feud started mostly through Instagram trolling, something that 50 is famous for, and not many people realize that he's using it for marketing purposes as well. 50 mocked T.I. online, and he also made some comments about T.I.'s wife, Tiny Harris, which made things a little bit more personal. And then family got involved and the situation just escalated. T.I. took it to a diss tracks, and unlike 50, who mostly trolls online, T.I. went into full rap battle mode. He released several diss songs aimed at 50 Cent, included War, The Right One, and What Bully. These tracks directly attacked 50's credibility. Beef expanded to family members. The situation got even messier when T.I.'s sons, King and Damani Harris, began responding to 50 Cent in songs and online posts. At one point, the back and forth included diss tracks, social media insults, references to family members. This is when the feud really went viral online. What's interesting is, historically, 50 often wins battles through trolling and public perception rather than releasing diss tracks. 50 Cent usually posts memes, he mocks his opponents, he uses social media to control the narrative. That's exactly what he has been doing in this situation so far, until today. A recent track titled Checkmate by 50 Cent was released, and it's making its way around YouTube and other social media platforms. What I've noticed recently with 50 is he's been using a lot of AI generated content, and I bring that up only because the diss track that was just released, many people are saying that it sounds like AI. Whether it's AI or not, this is vintage 50, but I will let my listeners be the judge of that. Tell me what you think after you listen to the song.
The most important thing in chess, protect the king. Cause when he tip over, who gon' protect the queen? Even the tiny pieces hold a little bit of power. But once I get bored, your whole board get devoured. I never had respect for you cowards, it's time to go to war. First piece gone was born 2004. Checkmate, one of your chest plate. Sit back, just wait. Here come his death date. Somebody should have warned you dudes about me. You never would've got these views without me. I'ma snatch your pieces out the game, nigga, one by one. Since your family's so close, lead son by son. All that big shit poppin', that'll get your face swole. Your boy rap better, he sound like J. Cole. But calling me a pussy when your dad is straight told. He the reason that cold case done turned case. Somebody should've told you niggas that I don't play fair. When you cross that line, little nigga, you gon' stay there. After that first shot, I'ma watch his body lay there. Stay in the child's place, little kids don't play here. Somebody should've told you niggas that I don't play fair. When you cross that line, little nigga, you gon' stay there. Nigga stay there, nigga stay there, nigga stay there, nigga stay there. Fuck whoever you sent, nigga, I'm the blueprint. I stomp your head so hard, I leave a boot print. You know you can't beat me in a fist fight, nigga, you soft. All this shit I do for fun is just pissing you off. See, I done double, triple, quadrupled your net worth. When it come to getting money, boy, you know I'm an expert. You just want a network, I partner with networks. She chase a big fish, you better make sure the network. You seem more worried about the sharks in the water, but I don't think you ever been stomped by an orca. I done tortured this rap game for how many decades? Got love from the Bloods, the Crips, the essays. Talking about the verses, don't make me purchase your master. Delete your shit and rap over your beats, you bastard. Niggas wanna beef with 50 now. Fuck it, I'ma let you beef with these 50 cows. Somebody should've told you niggas that I don't play fair. When you cross that line, little nigga, you gon' stay there. After that first shot, I'ma watch his body lay there. Stay in the child's place, little kids don't play here. Somebody should've told you niggas that I don't play fair. When you cross that line, little nigga, you gon' stay there. Nigga stay there, nigga stay there, nigga stay there, nigga stay there.
I don't know if 50 drank some old school vitamin water, but that sounds like vintage 50 to me. In today's environment, moments like these, songs like this, spread instantly through social media, podcasts like the Abdel Russell Experience podcast, the Urban Pop Culture episode. A single comment can turn into millions of views, discussions across the internet, and basically the renewed interest in an artist's catalog. Streams will go up, conversations start, media outlets cover the story, and in many ways, these rivalries function as a form of cultural marketing. They basically keep hip-hop in the center of public conversation. But what's important to understand is that this kind of back and forth has always existed in hip-hop. Think about the competition and how it has shaped the genre from its earliest days. Artists have always used lyrical battles and verbal sparring as a way to test each other's skill and build their reputations. But sometimes it gets heated. For this moment, think about it, because a lot of personal stuff was said. Sometimes it becomes theatrical, but at its best, it pushes creativity and keeps the culture vibrant. And that's the key point. Competition, right? When it's within the realm of art and expression, this can actually strengthen the culture because it creates moments that fans remember. It sparks debates about who is better, who had the sharper line, who controls the narrative. It invites the audience to engage and to analyze lyrics, visit classic records, and to rediscover the history behind the music. Hip-hop has always thrived on that energy. So as we look at this exchange between 50 and T.I, it's worth stepping back and seeing the bigger picture. This isn't just about two artists arguing online. It's about the ongoing tradition of competition in hip-hop, the entertainment value it brings fans, and the way these moments often drives business, especially on 50's side, because the line about Atlanta and boxes when it was referring to T.I.'s wife, that's actually in the opening intro song to one of his sitcoms. So that's going to be around forever, and if it blows up, T.I.'s going to have to listen to that thing for God knows how long. So who knows how this is going to turn out, but I respect T.I. He's one of my favorite artists, and I'm definitely a 50 fan. I have so much respect for 50. 50 with how he's turned himself into a mogul. But anyway, this is hip hop and what hip hop has always done: sparring, storytelling, and keeping the culture alive. Join me for the second part of episode 1 of Urban Pop Culture with Abdel Russell. I had to start off the first official episode with current events such as T.I and 50 because it's really amazing how 50 uses situations like these to laugh his way to the bank. And just keep in mind, T.I also has a new album coming out. His single, Let Him Know, to me, it's one of my favorite T.I songs, and I have plenty of T.I songs that I can call favorites. So once again, hip-hop in the end wins. Despite the dysfunction and the disparaging words that are used between rap beefs, it obviously keeps the culture alive, and it's definitely one of the most leading music genres in the industry, although some might argue that currently it might not be. Nonetheless, I thank you all for tuning in to Urban Pop Culture with Abdel Russell. Continue on to the same episode, episode 1, but the second part where I dive into what hip-hop sounded like for me growing up as a second-generation immigrant from the Caribbean, the environment in Brooklyn when I first discovered hip-hop, artists that shaped my early perspective as a young person, and the cultural energy of the time when I was discovering hip-hop. Thanks again. It was a pleasure being here with you guys. Stay tuned for some more, and don't forget to like and share and subscribe if you're listening to this on YouTube. I'm out. Peace.